Bhakti Bina Kahu Nahi Falodaya. So this category of this Kirtan is Shreya Nirnay, means deciding the topmost thing, the Shreya thing, the topmost goal of Shreya, the highest perfection. Shreya is that thing which is good for me, and Preya is that thing which I like, which I feel that is good for me. So when we talk about Shreya, so there is an example given regarding this, that how when a child he gets sick and anybody gets sick, then he really likes to eat those things which is not good for him, and there are certain things that he has to take precaution about, and he has to take medicine, he has to undergo the process which he don't like in general naturally, but he has to go because it is good for him, it is good for his health, and ultimately that will benefit him. But on the other side, Preya is that thing which he likes and which may not be suitable for his body, for his health. So in the same way, in this life, we find that there are so many things which our mind gets attracted towards, which our mind wants, and that thing ultimately is not so good for us. So, but there are certain things which initially does not look at all good, but it gives ultimate benefit at last. For example, Srila Rupa Goswami also described about the holy name. It's like Syat Krishna Naam Charitadi Sitabsa Vidya Pito Pato Rasana Manasi Niyojya Kintwadarat. I'm getting this close. Kintwadarat Anudinam Khalushay Vidushta. It has been said here that when a person he gets diseased by a disease named jaundice, then in that disease he does not taste, like he does not get the taste of sweet. If he is taking sugar candy also, he is not able to taste it as a sweet. So what Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, that like that diseased person, the doctor tells him to keep eating that sugar candy, that jaggery and all, and then as he keeps eating that, then slowly there comes a time when that jaggery, with that sweet candy will taste sweet to that person, and that is the signal that now he is completely cured. Initially he may not feel that thing. So in the same way, this holy name, it initially does not give us that feeling that, oh, it's so tasty, it's so relishable, but as per the order, as per the process, when we follow it, so this becomes the Shreya thing. Although I am not really liking it, but still, if I follow the process, then slowly that thing becomes tasteful to me. The real nature of it comes. So Krishna Bhakti Bina Kabhu Nahi Falodaya. That without Krishna Bhakti, there can never be the case that the fruit gets ripened. The fruit will not really ripe without Krishna Bhakti. What fruit? Miche sab dharma dharma jivera upadhimai. So this is clear that what fruit they are indicating towards. Krishna Bhakti Bina Kabhu Nahi Falodaya. That you will not really get the result without performing Krishna Bhakti. Miche sab dharma dharma jivera upadhimai. So all these dharma adharma, all these righteous and unrighteous acts that the jivas undergo, they are according to the different designation of the jiva. Jivera upadhimai. Upadhimai means as per the designation, as per the position that the jiva is in. In this material world also we see that everyone has a different position regarding social position, or even in spiritual life also we see that there are different positions.
I am Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra. I am
Brahmachari,
Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha or Sannyasi. Or I am a wealthy person, I am a very strong person, I am very intelligent person. All these designations are related to this body or to this material world or to my mind. All those kinds of designations or special qualities, all those things are known as temporary. That's why they are known as upadima. They are not really the characteristics of my soul. Not the characteristics, it is having nothing to do with the soul. Soul is not poor or rich. Soul is not intelligent or foolish. Soul is not strong or weak. Soul is not Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha. Soul is not Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Soul is beyond all these things. So all these upadis, which comes only because I am being dragged into this material world. I am being captured into subtle and gross bodies. That's why all other these designations come across. As soon as the covering of the gross body and subtle body goes away, the growth of manifest, which is very nothing to do with body. So all these designations, Viche Sab, all these designations are in reality, Viche means false. All these designations are temporary. Instead of saying false, we say temporary. These are just to maintain our social क्या बोलते हैं social
image,
obligation. It's only social obligation. We have this body and we are not liberated. So we are bound to live with something. We need eatables, we need our identity to move in this world because they ask for identity card, they ask us for this and that. So that's why it's just a social obligation only for few years as long as I am here. And afterward it is having nothing to do with me. So that's why it is called social obligation only. Follow? Social obligation. And after that, what is being mentioned? That in reality, the function, the real nature of the soul is to perform only Krishna Bhakti. And that is what is trying to mention at this place. That even though social obligations we have to maintain, but as less as possible time should be spent only for that. The main focus should be on Krishna Bhakti because it is the intrinsic nature of the soul.
नीचे सब धर्माधर्म में क्या रिलेशन है?
नीचे सब धर्म अधर्म, that whatever we do, like you mentioned, righteous or unrighteous, which is related only for these things. So it's not suitable for brahmachari, or it is not suitable for sannyasi, or it is not suitable for a brahmin, it is not suitable for a shudra, this and that. We maintain all those social obligations. Why? Because we live in this material world temporarily. So that's why, according to the social system, there are certain things which are called righteous, and there are certain things which are called unrighteous. So that's why, even though we have to maintain that, it's not saying that we should not go for that, but that is not everything. That is for certain circumstances. As soon as we come out from these circumstances, there will be no need or there will be no value of following all these things. योग याग तपोदान संन्यास आदि ब्रह्म ज्ञान नाना कांड रूपे जीवेर बंधन कारण भाई. Now here it is been mentioned that whatever obligations we feel and whatever comfortable lifestyle we adopt, that is only temporary, must know it for sure. That's why don't give so much energy or so much time for all these obligations. Does not matter that is called yoga, yag, tap or dhyan, sannyas or brahma gyan. All these things are having something to do with social obligations. Sannyas, Ravan also took sannyas. He dressed himself as sannyas. But the real purpose of accepting sannyas was missing. So that's why it can be in either way. Whatever is comfortable, like Srila Narottam Das Thakur and Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, they mention that keep your goal very clear, that you are eternal servant of Krishna and you have to perform his bhakti, service toward Krishna. And for that, whatever is favorable, you accept it. And whatever is unfavorable, give it up. Then, if family life or staying with your parents is favorable for that, so just choose that ashram, no worry. But again, at the same time, give priority to Krishna Bhakti, not to anything else. So in the same way, we need food, we need rest, we need proper breathing, we need proper physical exercises, and we have to dress up somehow or other. We have to live somewhere. That everything should be attended. One should attend everything in a proper way, whatever is favorable for Krishna Bhakti, but still keeping in mind that the most priority should be given to Krishna Bhakti only. These things otherwise will not help. If somebody only takes sannyas but does not perform Krishna Bhakti, if somebody maintains their good health but at the same time don't do Bhakti, if somebody pays proper attention on breathing exercises but still having nothing to do with Krishna Bhakti, then it will only be a physical, mental exercise beneficial for body as well as mental body, but not really taking out the covering for the soul. So that's why it has been mentioned that otherwise all these activities itself will become the foundation. All these things will become entanglement, and you have to again and again come to this material world and suffer. विनोदेरु वाक्य धरो. बोलो आगे.
विनोदेरु वाक्य धरो, नाना कांड त्याग कर, निरुपाधि कृष्ण प्रेम हृदय देह आश्रय. So here Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, he is actually with so much conviction, he is saying that please accept this. Vinodera Vakya Dhar. Vinodera Vakya Dhar, to accept this.
Accept करने के लिए क्या है?
He is telling you to accept this with conviction.
He is telling that, oh my dear brother, please understand this very simple thing, what I am expressing. Very simple to understand. Things related to body, things related to mind, things related to the soul. It's very easy to understand. So that's why take my words as I am saying. Nana Kand Yad Karo. many things are there which you have taken yourself voluntarily because of ignorance, because you are in the grip of Maya Devi. You have accepted many things. You have entangled yourself in so many different things where you yourself is puzzled. What you are doing, you are not sure at all. So, I just give you this advice that give up many things which are not necessary at all for any human being to perform. There are many things which are not required at all for anybody at any stage. So give those kind of things and those kind of habits completely away from your life. Nirupadi Krishna Prem Hridaya Deho Ashray. What does it mean?
Nirupadi Krishna Prem. So there they have told, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has told about the nature of Krishna Prem, that it is beyond all material designations that we say, Nirupadi, that we cannot really compare.
ठीक बता रहे हो, किंतु और थोड़ा सा स्पष्ट बताओ पहले. निरूपादि कृष्ण प्रेम हृदय देहो आश्रय. What does it mean?
Overall, it means that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is first saying that Nana Khanda Tyaga, that remove all kind of different attachments and everything that you are involved in, and then make your heart ready to give room for Nirupadi Krishna Prem. Make your heart ready, make your heart a beautiful house for Krishna Prem to enter and to reside there. So Nirupadi Krishna Prem.
निरूपादि कृष्ण प्रेम हृदय देहो आश्रय.
Here we can understand this word Nirupadi Krishna Prem in two ways. One is Nirupadi Krishna Prem. The nature of Krishna Prem is Nirupadi. It's always pure. Without always pure. Nirupadi. Pure. And another way, like our Guru Vaishnava, Guru Goswami has said, Anyavilasita Surnam Jnanakarma Jnanamutam. So by that verse we can understand how we should perform Krishna Bhakti without any other desire.
यहाँ पर वो meaning हेतु नहीं. निरूपादि कृष्ण प्रेम means that particular thing which is having nothing to do with your material body or your subtle body. It is having nothing to do with your this material body. Does not matter gross or subtle. Nirupadi. Nirupadi means that particular thing which is related only to the soul. Nirupadi, which is beyond upadi, which is beyond designation. All these are designations. But that is not designation, that is my real self. Nirupadi. And the intrinsic nature of that soul itself is Krishna Prem. Let it get appear. Live with that. Once you understand that, once you welcome that, then all these upadis will completely become insignificant. Nirupadi Krishna Prem Hridaya Deho Ashray. Accept it, take it, and one by one you can welcome it in your heart, and then you will see that all other things are useless, unnecessary, irrelevant. There is no need to waste your time for anything else at all. Then and only then you will understand. Krishna Prem means the love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is natural. Why? Because you are soul. Krishna Prem Nirupadi means it is the real nature of the soul. So let it get chance to manifest. Once you understand this, then it is very easy to perform Krishna Bhakti. दूसरे वाले का क्वेश्चन आपने किया था? विश्वम्बर प्रभु नहीं करता हूँ, आप ही करो।
केना माया जाते पड़ी देश जीव में भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर saying to the jiva, "O jiva, why are you entangled in the net of Maya like a fish is like when a fisherman catches a fish, then he catches a fish with a net. In the same way, why, O jiva, you are being trapped by the net of Maya?
Why you are going to get trapped?
Why you are going to get trapped?
Once you know that there is Maya, so why you are yourself approaching them and getting involved and giving chance to Maya to
trap you? Don't you nahi jana bharta hai rabe tumi chiranjin? Don't you know that being trapped in this net of natural bondage, you will be bound for eternity, like for a longer period of time.
Abhi, now first is mentioning that you are not in the net. Maya is throwing this net, but you are able to see it very clearly. Then why you are going in that direction where you will get trapped? So, nahi jano vat hai. Don't you know that as soon as you will approach that there, she will trap you, catch you, and then you have to live in a very difficult situation for long time. ये फ्यूचर की बात कर रहे हैं, नहीं जाना, don't you know? बद्ध है रबे तुम्हें चिर दिन, you have to get trapped and live depending on her for long time. You have to move according to her will. Don't you know this? So that's why what you should do, understand very clearly that there is no need for me to approach or go close to her, even though she may put trap. But what I have to do, I have to always escape myself. आगे
अति तुच्छ भोग आते बंदी हरे माया पाते रही ने विद्युत भावे दंडे तथा पराधे अति तुच्छ भोग आते अभी desire for this bhog, sense enjoyment, which is very low, ati tuchha. Tuchha means having no value at all. This sense enjoyment.
ati tuchha. Just by seeing the stool. If somebody comes and passes stool, monkey comes and passes stool in your room, just by seeing it, what you will feel? Disgusting. This is called ati tuchha bhogate.
Ati tuchha bhogate. Desiring for this very disgusting maya, material sense enjoyment. Bandi hai maya bate.
Material sense enjoyment in reality in itself is having very heinous, having very bad smell in it. It's really something which is for people, those whose consciousness is like dogs and hogs. Why you, a human being, getting attracted for those sense enjoyments which is considered for, which is meant or considered only for very low species. Why you, having such a higher position, why you are going so down? Like sometimes people, when they see that a very intelligent person or a person on a very higher position, if he does something which is not being expected from him, then what happens? He becomes the cause of, like, the people criticize him. the people give bad words to him and they become surprised that how such a person, why he is doing such a nonsense thing. So in the same way that a person who has taken birth as a human being and getting involved into activities which sometimes even animals or low class creatures, they don't get into it, then what can be said? That oh, such a unfortunate, foolish, rascal, crazy person.
अति से भोगा से बंदी हरी माया पास है desire because you have desire for that's why bandi hai maya paase you have been trapped by maya bandi hai maya paase rahile vikrita bhave danya tatha paradi and now under the trap of maya
पहले बोलना है कि in the first stanza Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur is mentioning that now you must be very careful. Understand what is Maya and what is Bhagavan. Don't get trapped anymore into the net of Maya. But at the same time realize that in the past you have done many things like this. Always you are attracted toward Maya. That's why even up to now you are suffering. You are completely depending on her. And she is always moving you. She is not allowing you to do anything independently. From long time you are in that particular situation. Rahile Vitrit Bhave. You have to live as a prisoner. She is always giving punishment. Rahile Vitrit Bhave. You are not living there as your own independent way. So don't you understand this? Don't get more trapped into it, and whatever you are already trapped in, try to even come out from that. This is what is been instructed in the second paragraph. Ekhono bhakati bale. How I can get out of this trap? But I am already into it. Ekhono bhakati bale. On the strength of bhakti, performing Krishna bhakti.
And Krishna prema sindhu jali. Like by performing Krishna bhakti, what will happen? You will be given the freedom in the ocean of Krishna prema. Because Krishna prema is given freedom.
Ekhono bhakati bale. By the strength of bhakti, what will happen? That Krishna prema sindhu jale, you will be given opportunity to dive into that ocean which is filled with Krishna prema. Sida kari anayase, aako tumi Krishna din. From today onward, you completely depend on Krishna's mercy and stay in that way. Then what is this? This is called real human life. Sida kari anayase. Stay in that particular domain. Stay in particular realm where there is no entrance of Maya. Maya will completely keep you free from her clutches. If you perform Krishna Bhakti, even in this material world, even in the prison, if you start performing Krishna Bhakti, she will not touch you. In
the second line, when they are mentioning about Keladin, it seems like it is not only for future, it's also for past also, that you have been...
Nahi jano bad hai Rabe tumi. Rabe in itself is the future. Rabe means in the future. You will stay for long time in her love. Rabe tumi.